Wee! Nenko! Milo! Sean. So many people already here. Oh my god. Third. Yeah, Milo. You don't count me. I'm actually first, but Milo is first everywhere.
Hi.
Hello.
I just come back. I got a new color. Oh, you don't see it. Had to be. Tigreal. You're late. You're four. You're number 4. So well, we don't count. So I'm testing something. Ooh. Oh. I opened something very special. Drummer. And it actually, because I watched a bit of videos about it, how it actually works, and don't mind the very weird UI. It's Melda. Well, it's actually, I found out that it's more powerful than it looks. How are you all doing? We could say...
And now for something completely different.
And we are not...
This is not cheating!
Exactly. Because I found out... The typical UI from Melda is always a bit disturbing what's going on. So you got a quick setup, you got a mixer, you got a song, you got a drum set editor, you got a rhythm editor, you got a rhythm generator, and even in the quick setup you got a selector, a designer, master effects. You can play around and different channels, and it's very confusing. But I found out with this, yes, you can listen to your song like it's laid out on the preset kind of thing. But once you get into this, and I thought, okay, what is this? This actually is everything that you have here in the rhythms, drum sets, these are the sounds. These are more detailed sounds where you can exchange one particular, and even multiple, like drums, cymbals, percussion, effects, and stuff like that. And then you get different kits, different... It's a bit like all the other more advanced drum plugins, where you have different kits for different genres. And these are actually... Yeah, they don't look as fancy like in the Addictive Drums or Easy Drummer or any other more advanced plugin, but even though Melda doesn't look fancy, it is more powerful than it looks. Yeah, that's why maybe some should, Melda doesn't look like very nice. Who actually cares? It actually, what is coming out, because I found out in this, these are actually the MIDI notes where you can launch in the MIDI editor, instead of using the song here, the different intros, because I might show you. Let's add a MIDI item now, and when I'm gonna show you, it looks like this. You got all the things here already set up. And depending on where you put your note, it plays the different setups of the presets that you still can change. Ooh. Milo is having a quick lunch. Milo is always eating while he's still streaming. So I tested it, actually. Let's see, because I wanted to make some at the first. The funny side, once I put down a note, it actually starts playing. So I can't even use the drum modes in my MIDI editor. It makes it a bit more easy to set up. So I got an intro, and then I can actually say from the next bar. And it isn't like, for example, like when you have certain plugins, when you have a MIDI mode where you can put in MIDI notes to launch certain things. This one kind of similar, but even more advanced. The only downside is where I'm not sure how to set up that it doesn't play directly when you put down the notes, but I don't think so. But still. Looks like a mini door. It actually, I would compare it, not from the UI side of view, but from the power it has, I would actually compare it to Easy Drummer. Easy Drummer looks nicer. But let me just check something. The instruments here. Yeah, regular price is $249 compared to Easy Drummer is almost $400. And there's a two version. There's a more lighter version, and you get all kinds of sounds. You could actually, because there is the Dream Machines add-on that is like an imitation of old school drum machines. But with the verse chorusing, it's like, yeah, it's because I know that in Easy Drummer, you can set up a whole song with their predefined MIDI notes. And the XLN Addictive Drums works kind of similar. When you compare it, like Modo Drums has a similar functions too. Mini dot, yes, especially those kind of drum plugins are never cheap. Most of them are always over 200. So, but they're kind of, if you're really searching for realistic drums, I bought the Modo drums for very cheap. It sounds okay, but compared to others, it's kind of cheesy. And you can't really edit the predefined like intro breaks and stuff. You have to then edit the MIDI in your MIDI editor, probably, because there is no sequencer editor in Modo drums, same as in Modo bass. For that kind of stuff, it's like the advanced from the plugins from that Chinese company, Ample Sounds. I think it's Ample Sounds. When you look at the plugins, sound amazing, but the power comes from the integrated MIDI editor, and it's Easy Drummer, M Drummer, XLN. XLN lacks a bit of detail editing. You would say the one from Steinberg might be a bit more advanced, or even others. I don't know about the Yugi tone, because the Yugi tone there is no sequencer built in. I think that's why they're so cheap. But with Ample Sounds, the instruments, oh my goodness. There are not just the MIDI notes. Even here, you got different settings like inaccuracy, offset, velocity, and stuff like that you can change to your liking. But the Ample Sounds even have articulations, like in the classical instrumentations. That is deep. But yeah, per plugin, it's $169. So, but they don't have a drum. They only have one plugin that do drums, and that is the Chinese percussion drum thing. And I actually have an eye on it, because I would like to get that for the cinematic kind of things. I'm not really interested in the guitars or the Chinese instruments, but it's damn good. Yeah, even the free one, it's. I think there's nothing comparable out there that is so powerful than Ample Sounds. Once I saw a video about the MIDI editor, saying, "Oh my goodness, holy shit, DMG, how are you doing? DMG."
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, because the let me check the Ample Sounds. I do have it saved. Yeah, they got bass guitars. Even there is an ARP, Ample China Gongu. The kind of Chinese instruments, a few, right? Even a banjo here. They're all pretty much the same price, but it's maybe not such a good idea to get them all. But I actually wanted the, where is it? The Ample China Wukin. It's a bit confusing. Or is it the TP? Yeah, TP. 49 percussions. That one, is there a price? Is there a price? Purchase. There's even a sale on a bass at the moment, $89. Oh, even on a Fender, there's a sale on few instruments. Where's the drums here? Yeah, it's one. Normal price is mostly $169. So. Yeah, it's quite an investment. So Yeah. I bought something. Shame on me. I just, because Newfangled, or Inventide, released a newfangled plugin, and the Enterprise was too tempting. I'm still missing the compressor, but that one is not on sale at the moment, so I'm waiting. For the object, I guess I could make a guitar patch. The players, yeah, I installed a new thing in Reason today. What? I did get the mail, and then I launched the installer. Oh, I need to add that. So let's just check the tempo. If I'm maybe gonna. It always switches because, let's see, the intro, there's 1, 2, because I don't think the lengths, can you actually change the length here? Diffraction probability. That is an eraser. What is that? No, you can add the sound, okay. But you can't, I don't see quantization. I don't see any. Here, right. Break length. Let's see, I'm on the intro C2. This one. I think it is this one. Because there's a beat. Break interval. Intro. Because I don't see the note here. So channel triggered by if I, let's see. So, okay. If I switch to another MIDI editor here, if I change the note length like this, how does that affect? It doesn't, no. What do you mean? It doesn't affect. So it's just a trigger. And it's this trigger. So, if I change break length, no. It's a bit confusing. This one. It doesn't change in the thing here. And the now I need to find out how I can actually function. Double speed, export, records, single drum. Because if I clear, it's kind of odd, because I got rid of the song, okay, and it still plays different break interval. Kind of confusing. New player project. Yes, this one. I didn't try it, but inhibit is telling me to stop watching politics. You're watching YouTube politics like Republicans against Democrats. It's kind of like I sometimes watch these kind of videos too. It kind of even that British channel. That's kind of independent news. Quite fun. Where my channel is the anarchists' response to, I don't know, silly humans. So how loop editor, because it's kind of strange that even though it's triggered, I can change here, tempo, speed change, additional, auto. That's the thing with sequencer, automatic break, perfect sync, jam modes, symbol variation, top offset, no. I don't know what this is. Advanced function, smart MIDI imports. Clear or accept, copy, type of track. That's the speed, normalize, clear, generate from template. It's, yeah, that's a bit the downside to find because it's always directly switching to the next one. That is a bit, I don't know, a bit annoying. Because, yes, I can trigger, but then boom, it's always, even though the song isn't also say that about MIDI command methods. Creating an example for a song. There you can actually create your song with the different things, like the intro, and then I can, no, what didn't that work? Yeah. Yeah, you wonder which method would be actually easier. Try to here. But selection, probably beat, short break, long break, outro. There, when I select it, okay. It's a bit a different method. I'm a bit big. Yes, I am. I'm totally crazy rabbit. He wants the crazy rabbit once his where is it? I think I've solved my dropout problems using VCV standalone. Yeah, actually, just before the stream, I got rid of Cardinal, or even deleted my tracks. I won't be using it. If I want VCV, I just use a standalone. Maybe someday I would try the plugin, but I'm not sure. I might just, because apparently there are methods to send multi-track out. I think there is. He's ambassador to Techno Republic. No, I'm worse than David Guetta. But you can't change the length though. Index level. So then let's see. Because you can't change the bar here. Okay. There's no the intro beats. There I can change the bar count. Interesting. And now if I do break, okay, another beat, okay. Okay, and then let's see. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I drag the MIDI. How does that sound? Like that. Ha! Then I actually got an 8-bar, almost an 8-bar, a bit bigger than an 8-bar loop. And then I can actually play it. Let's see. Let's make the thing a bit bigger here. Over here. No MIDI notes here. Why? Let's. What is it done? Yep. Kind of strange. So then. So that's how it could work. Haha. How are you doing, Rabbit? Except when I'm commenting on Crazy Rabbit, you go, wee. I think we all going nuts here. If I get rid of, let's get rid of that MIDI thing. Can I make it bigger? I got these, okay. Let's do another break. The short break. Let's change the level a bit. Okay. Alright. Okay. And then another beat. But you have to double click. But what is confusing is why choose the rhythm editor so far away from the song editor? I would have made this one maybe here. You can't change it. No, you can't change it. But I would have made this one just beside the song. Would be more logic. So if I select this, then I can change. The sun is out, noise-making toys are plentiful, life is good. Yeah, we got a kind of windy thing. It's a cold wind, and yeah. So now I can, but how can I, because in my song, I can double click and it shows which one, but I could, let's see if I chose this one. If that changes. If I choose this one. Aha! Me, Davy, smart. Or how would Yoda say? Smart Davy is. Or like how does he say? Still learning you must, but smart you are. So that's how it works. That's good. That's good.
This is not cheating.
Exactly. So that's how it works. So I don't really need to. Because I thought that yes, you can trigger the MIDI, but I was confused. Okay, why does it, even though it's triggered after it's launched, poof, it changes already. This is how you change the song. Very smart. Very smart indeed. As I never tested the any like Ample Sound or Easy Drummer, I'm not sure if I actually installed Easy Drummer just to demo it. I don't think so. Because yeah, the Easy Oops, can't write again. The easy drummer here. Tune track. Because, yes, you got the easy drummer line. Easy drummer, sound packs. Because I thought there was easy bass, easy drummer, easy keys, easy mix. I'm still confused by the because you got superior drummer and easy drummer. What's the difference between those two? Except the price, of course. Superior drummer 3, 230 gigabytes of sample sounds, costs $400. And now if I choose products easy drummer, it looks the same, fully resizable. It's cheaper because it only has 7 kits, 15 gigabytes of drums. It's, yeah, there are 2 different prices here. So maximum is 179. So that's probably the difference, that you can buy this and probably add, like in the addictive drums, you can add a multitude, a gigantic multitude of things. Biscuit! Gas alert. Are you checking about? No. Yeah, it would be actually kind of overkill too. But you never know. Even the not just the drums, even the key, easy keys too is. Ooh, yeah, that's very. If you do a lot of ambient, yeah, that's the same price, 179, and then you probably add expansions. So, yeah, but it is. Superior drummer is for when you want absolute control over every little aspect of drum. Drum making. I think, yeah, it is one of the most advanced virtual drummer, as far as I know. And I would compare like the tune track stuff with the ample sound. I don't think you can find any more advanced than these two. Oh, Moz? I'm still confusing. Lamont? I think.
Hi. Hello.
He has the eye on us. Yeah, but not sure if because when I saw, okay, the easy mix, I've seen a video about it, and I said, yeah, it's kind of strange thing, mix, master, create, easy to have. It's kind of weird thing. Because I seen a video where someone was testing it, and I think I installed a demo just to look what it is, and it's a very confusing thing. So I'm not sure what the moving orb, Nick, Lamont. YouTube needs a thing that you can see the real name. Yeah, I'm old. I will just call you Moz and be done. And Trusto and and Milo, and except for Biscuit, I know who he is. Sorry. M for Ma and Trusto for Mon. You really think I would really think about? Oh my goodness! I will keep forgetting most wrong. Does you need absolute control to make a loop for glitch machine processing? Yeah, I think when you would, as maybe as a professional, even as a hobbyist, would buy a thing like Easy Drummer or Easy Piano. If you have oh shit, I don't have a drummer at the moment, so let's grab a plugin. Because I know that Mike normally he records the drums, but he made a song where his drummer wasn't available, so he used MIDI drums, and he said, yeah, they sound pretty good. I don't know what plugin he used, but just realized that the new player from Reason Studios is in Reason Plus, so it doesn't work at you in your Reason. You got a perpetual license. Yeah, I had mentioned this. That's working. That's good. Yeah, because I know that Reason is trying to push many people on the subscription and not including some things. It's like you get everything. It's a bit like UVI does. You get the Sonic Pass, you get everything. You don't own it, but you can use everything that we have. You still don't own it, but you can buy it, okay? But someone mentioned because comparing a perpetual license on Reason, you don't get much. So even though it costs a lot of money, they try to kind of push you into the subscription for that. It's a good cash flow instead of you buying. But some choose, I would just get the perpetual just for the rack, but you still have not as much access then. If you don't know nothing, I'd be happy. No matter, yeah, they enslaving us. The problem with drummers is they are bipedal monkeys. It's like that new debate, especially in the apparently there's a new trend. That's the typical social media trend. You got on one side, you got drummers making videos where professional or even amateurs find out that there is some help involved, like MIDI samples, because they're trying to who plays faster than the other. But humans have limitations. We all know it. You either with drums, keyboards, no matter what kind of instruments, we humans have limitations. Especially when it comes who's gonna shred the fastest, who's gonna play double bass the fastest, who is playing the bass the fastest. Why just play it? Why you need that competition? Who plays? And yeah, and then they start cheating. So what? Waves tired that wrote. We all saw that worked out. Yeah, Waves actually made the mistake to announce subscription only, like Adobe did, because many companies where you have the subscription option, you still can buy it separately. Depending what you choose, like because I thought the Slate Digital subscription was the only option that you can buy Slate Digital plugins. But when I read, it's a bit very much hidden on their site. You can still buy their plugins, but they're quite expensive. But Waves made the mistake. They announced from now on, everything we have is subscription only. And that backfired. Everybody's saying, especially those loyal to Waves for years, and said, no, sorry, that's a no-go. That's subscription only. That doesn't work. Sorry. Oh, Viral Beats is there.
Hi. Hello.
Waves are not an ethical. I think that Waves is more like, we know where they're from, so they have a kind of politics, like, but many companies. I don't like, for example, how Bitwig treats their customers with the upgrade price for 1 year. I mean, you could do maybe a subscription for at least the upgrade. I don't know, but last time I checked, it's for 1 year, $169 to get a few upgrades or bugs fixed per year. Sorry, I double the price and I buy a DAW. I buy Cubase. I don't know. That's way too expensive. I know they're trying to get some cash in, but Waves is a nasty. Who need enough of plugins? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they're almost as worse as the you know who, the favorite company to rant on from Weaver Beats. Those who sell you MIDI packs. How is it called? That very famous company who sells you a plugin for $400, and it's actually just worth like $2. A very famous, crazy, shitty company, who can't remember the. How's it? It's the. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name. There's several. It's very famous that especially they tried even with famous names to get you into they have a sales pitch like the last plugin you ever need or something like that, and then selling you hugely expensive MIDI packs with some notes in it, and can't remember the name. They have some very funny looking plugins actually. Wilfried. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my memory is gone. My memory is gone. It's a bit like Ghost Hack, but Unison Audio premium MIDI packs, and like that, the last one they did chord Genie, and even the I don't know. They got some free stuff, and they got some very expensive Unison bundles, Unison plugins, MIDI wizards, and I know that Weaver Beats made a video about the Drum Monkey, Bass Dragon, and he tested the Sound Doctor and the Zen Master. When you look at it, just the whole site is ridiculous. The world first and only FX chain generator plugin that's style specific. Yeah. Who are you fooling? It's worse than snake oil for White Sea Studios, and there's no price. There's no fucking price anywhere. Get Sound Doctor now. Limited time special deals, like 20 times repeating that until you get actually at the end of the page, like a half an hour later, risk-free. Hey man, Sound Doctor Toolkit, advanced video training. You get an advanced video training for it. You even have to pay for it. Normally $300 for 97. Who are they fooling? And there are actually people buying that shit. Nico's MIDI pack was ridiculous. Yeah, it's I did get some. There's so many things out there. Like I still have sample packs from that I did get for free from Ghost Hack and all these kind of weird sites. But when you're listening to it, yeah, it's like a big room, cheesy EDM. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Nah. Check. Almost never use any VST or hardware when producing tracks. Let's say it. I'd rather a VST with some MIDI than one without. You need some Unison. You need some Unison MIDI packs. I'm being broke. Yeah, that's a good reason to not to buy. Being broke. But yeah, they some companies really they always try to sell you the next big thing. If it's a good deal, if it's a company that where you know they've been in the business for a long time, and some companies try to sell you like the shizzle, and then you look at the price. Okay, why you need like $300 for it? Why it's so expensive? I know you'd have spent some time developing it, but then the funny thing is, then someone makes an open source or free version of it. Maybe it doesn't look like fancy enough, but you got a free version. So why? And I do like the SSL programs. Yes, they are very well made. It's their environment. But the price range, it's like buying, I think you might just buy the brand name instead of really the quality, because they got some plugins, you get saturation and stereo imaging, and you're gonna pay $300 for that. You can get a free saturation plugin for, I don't know, why paying? Like, when you see those prices, and because Plugin Boutique has the that other range, like with the 5 plugins, and a normal full price is $1,100 for 5 plugins. So holy, why? Why does these little itsy bitsy plugins that don't really do any fancy thing cost that amount of money? Yeah, because they're made by SSL or made by, I don't know, Slate Digital, like, I don't know, kind of ego. Yeah, it's you're buying our product. It's the most advanced. Wake up, right music. So I found out how this works. Whee! I found out. And I'm actually happy that it is working and stable. So double click gets me into, I'm gonna load this one. Okay. But I don't like going too far here. So I want to edit the beat. This beat, this beat, this beat. I might get rid of the tambourine. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Might get rid of the this, and let's add a beat. Change the beat into this one. Huh? How does that sound? Might change the tambourine, just keeping the shakers here. That sounds good. I found out how M-Drummer works after having it for 2 years. Imagine that. Yeah. Don't buy plugins. Don't follow me. Don't buy plugins. Don't buy hardware. Don't. Let me buy stuff and ruin myself. You need to buy the latest new fancy saturation plugin from, I don't know, Game Changer. Still have to find out what the verse and verse 2 is. Let's see if I do. So verse, okay, is a build Can I? Could. That's how it. The thing is, also, you can, like someone said, it's a DAW, but actually it's a advanced sequencer thing. Funky Bassman. Track on one shots, multi-sellers, modern trackers have built-in DSP. Yeah, if that green bit shuffle, it makes me want to sing. All I want to do is wake up in the morning and see your eyes. What? The only thing I don't get, what is that line here? So, bar counts. Let me check something. It's the level. It's the level of the kind of a. I get it. Because you could, for example, add multiple layers. That might sound cheesy. I don't know. I'm getting it. Never tried a DAW. Remember, what was a tracker like? Jack is using renoise. Whee! Someone else having fun with renoise. Trackers are different animals. Definitely. Totally. Totally. I tried to get into them. Nah, it's not for me. Maybe it's my smushy brain. I don't know. Or maybe it's because I keep forgetting who is Lamar and Lamont. Oh, I don't know. See, he has that little one, but Dash is Dash. He's the wizard, because you got people out there who are just like geniuses. I don't know. They get, no matter what it is, software, hardware, no matter what it is, they get it right away. And some people like me, it takes a while. I have like M Drummer, like I said. I didn't even know the difference between, because you got 3 versions with the multiple out. And apparently there's I accidentally used a version. I should have taken the 16 out because there's a slight difference. So, yeah, Dash does it full time. Yeah, when you spend the whole day making sounds and all kind of doing this professionally, no matter what you do, you're getting really good at it. So, but still, it's like those guys making hip hop beats. I've seen a video. I don't know his name. Apparently, he's the wizard in using the MPC, and I've seen a video where he was making that beat live with the finger. He uses finger drumming, and I was like, "Oh, holy shit, damn!" And they were all gone, "Wow." 100 disagree. Genius doesn't happen by itself. You need a Sanka community. Your boss, Herr it's too formal. Just like every other adult tracker, they have their own. Yeah, they have. It's a very special workflow, kind of, because when you think of electronic music, you can do it in different ways, and trackers might help you in different, especially different genres, where you got a more specialized control over the notes and expression and stuff. Buy more hugs. Hip hop is really difficult. Have to review that poetry haiku. So, yeah, that's because hip hop is. We always say hip hop, but hip hop is a whole. It's a gigantic, huge bubble of multiple things. There's not just, it's hip hop. Because the culture of hip hop is, it started out with the DJs, the block parties, the MCs, the breakers, the dancers, the parties. It's a culture. It's not just when some of us would say might be saying hip hop, they're thinking about the music, but even the music is very, very broad. Some is very aggressive, some is laid down, some is more jazzy, some is totally sample based, some is instrumental, and some you got the DJ culture, the scratching and the beats and like the mixtape, and it's so gigantic. And the same thing is with techno. Techno isn't just when someone says, "Oh, this is techno." No, it isn't. Techno is far more advanced, especially these days, than just, it's techno. And that's why I totally dislike when especially when they're mentioning on a post somewhere on Facebook or Instagram, it's my latest EDM track. EDM isn't a music style. It never was. EDM is like hip-hop. It's a global name for dance music played in clubs, to make you dance. It can be house, techno, drum and bass, gabba, hardstyle, whatever. That is, everything is EDM. It's electronic dance music. Because the Americans put a name on something that the media didn't really comprehend. The same thing happened in France. The French media called everything, c'est de la techno. It's techno. No, it isn't. Like F Communications, the French label from very famous label, most of the productions on there were pretty much house music. Jack Jack is our government. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and music is objective. And the problem is the media, how it's, you like saying, that's heavy metal. Are you sure about that? We'll call it. I don't really like the classification of genres, but we humans tend to do a classification. But you get a broader classification. When you say heavy metal, can be all kind of things. Heavy metal is actually a specific style, and hard rock is a specific genre, and thrash, death, you can call it whatever. but it's so diverse. But when they say, "Oh, it's EDM," EDM isn't a style. Would call it big room trance or whatever. So crazy. I'm a fan of pipecore genre play by the ear. People can change my and how do you define genres? Because sometimes even for one band, the style changes. They maybe evolve. When you look at, just for example, you take Judas Priest. You listen to the first records, like Rock'n'Roller, and you watch the videos, how they looked. It was hard rock. And they slowly evolved. They changed the image around 77, 78. They got more aggressive, and they got more leather and stuff like that. And then it was kind of changing, and by 1980, that wasn't really hard rock. That was pure heavy metal, and things were changing, because when you look at most bands they called heavy metal in the 70s, they looked like hippies. Black Sabbath, Scorpions, all these bands, they looked like hippies, and the music was slower. Like when you watch live performances from the Scorpions from 1977, 78 with Uli, they look like fucking hippies. There was no leather. The whole look didn't exist. And Biscuit said Motorhead, and why Lemmy always said when they performing live, we're Motorhead and we play rock and roll. Yeah, even if someone doesn't know the band, we say, wait, that's not rock and roll, is it? But the foundation of Motorhead was actually rock and roll. But how you define a genre, why I try everything. I wouldn't even try Gabba at one point, just to shock Jack. I have the sounds for it, but I just put it on 200 BPM and let's go. Boom, boom. One day we will try it. So. Me babbling again, way too much. Let's take a break and you discussing it. That would be so fun. Like the preference. Yeah, I like everything. Not everything. I don't like Schlager. But I don't know why, but I don't like. I'm not really a huge fan of French chanson either, or like how do you call it? It's a very cheesy thing in the UK. With it's mostly played in ballrooms and stuff like that. Very cheesy, like crooner music. Next time we make German traditional songs, like, Volksmusik. Milo is spending coffee. My water is empty. I need some water. I'll show you my bottle is still full. No. I need to grab some. Mine is on. And Jack chuckles. Deutschlich. Yeah, sometimes I'm thinking I wouldn't say dislike, but people who have a narrow view or idea of music genres or ideas or just listen to one band or one style. I always say broaden your mind. You always, this is nice. Because I was surprised. I have a coworker that's a huge Iron Maiden fan. And I was going to concerts for my all-time favorite band, Marillion. They played here in Luxembourg. The first time since 20 years. The last time they played, the last time was they made the acoustic tour, and it's 20 years ago. And I suddenly got a thing on my phone. I looked at it and said, "Oh, wait, he's on a concert, and I've seen him very far away." I said, "What is he doing here?" And I didn't really ask him if he actually knew the band more than, because I had another friend who was at the concerts. Yeah, he wasn't really a fan because he has a very narrow choice of, especially when he's buying music, he only likes the first few LPs with the old singer. And he didn't know the new stuff they made after the singer was exchanged. And I was surprised seeing him at that concert. He said, "Do you actually know the stuff they're playing?" I told him, "You will have a surprise. Normally they don't play the old stuff anymore. Because, first of all, the aged singer has a different range of vocal range. And they did play the old songs at the beginning, but they slowly, after a while, they had enough stuff that sometimes you get an encore where they play very famous for the early days, but yeah. But you still got people who go into those concerts who would like to have these. But the band evolved. Last time they played that song is like, even I was kind of disappointed when I was at a concert from The Cure. Yes, they didn't play my song, The Forest. And I was kind of surprised. Why don't they play that one? But yeah, the concert was still good. But it was kind of, oh shit, they didn't play The Forest. Why? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. But being too narrow, especially when you got, when you're a fan of a band, and suddenly the band decides, oh, we're going to evolve, like what happened to Opeth, like what happened to, there was one band who actually started like a death metal band. I still got a few of their LPs. Anathema. The old fans didn't really. Yeah, what are they doing? Why are they going like changing the look and going smooth and proggy and well, either move on or you move with the band, because musicians trying to get better, evolve, and not playing the same thing for 50 years. You might get bands who do that, but that's their choice. Like Status Quo, AC/DC, Motorhead. You always know what you get from Motorhead. But like Metallica, they changed. I wouldn't even say evolving, but they trying different thing. And when they made that collaboration with a certain guy making an album called Lulu, all the fans would, what the heck is that? Sorry. But yeah, Scorpions. Yeah, Scorpions, when we look at the early days, and even in the 70s, they were already evolving. And suddenly, yeah, Uli was gone. They changed the musicians were changing. They had a new guitarist, and like suddenly they got albums like Love Drive and stuff. Oh, the sound changes. Yes, with Status Quo, the cruise. Yeah, Status Quo, you get Status Quo. But funny enough, when you listen to the very first releases of Status Quo, they still sound, they were kind of more psychedelic, and suddenly they had found their sound, the boogie, and yeah, they stuck with it. It's still good. I like Status Quo. The 70s stuff. Yeah, the Matchstick Man. I like that track, actually. But for me, I have seen them. That's ages ago. I think it was the tour just after they released In the Army Now. I totally disliked that song. But they played at my town, and a friend of mine who said, "Oh, let's go see them, Status Quo, In the Army Now." And I told him, Status Quo isn't just In the Army Now. And he was actually, when they played the old stuff, and you go, whoa, that is nasty. That is, wow. Jazz dudes. I think that song was a reaction to Folkmont. Yeah, I think it was. I don't like the song. It's still Status Quo. It was too. I know they did make some slow stuff, but yeah, it was. I don't know. I just disliked it. And apparently, I seen a video where they were talking about. I think the bass player hated the song. He did. Sorry, but the same thing happened when Queen made Radio Gaga. Some of the members weren't quite happy about that one. I don't really like it either. So, yeah. And sometimes bands make weird choices, or sometimes they try to be more commercially successful. It depends. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Even when you look at very famous bands like, I like ABBA. They're very sophisticated pop, but I don't like everything. When I listen to some of the songs were amazing. I love Fernando, but Dancing Queen you might not. But yeah, but it's like Pink Floyd. When you compare the old Pink Floyd to the 70s Pink Floyd and then even later, it's totally, you might like it and you might not like it. But still, just hating your band because they're trying to evolve is kind of lame, I think. It's well, what are they doing? Like when the first time they had a kind of small hit with it, when Motorhead made a slow, well, it wasn't, yeah, it was a very slow song, but it wasn't really a love song either. But even my best friend, who was a total Motorhead fan, the first time he heard it, he didn't like it at first. When suddenly he got into it, he said, it's an interesting song, but diversity is so important. People can have differences and still have similarities. Yes, of course. It's and I like Jack likes Gabba. That's totally okay. I would say I'm going to listen to Gabba, but different Floyd areas for different moods. Pro tip: when new piece of gear is that isn't for you, you don't have to talk about. You can play with what it's for you. At the same time, yes. Man, Jack is singing. I played Rickenbacker in the early 70s like Lemmy. That's Lemmy's favorite bass. Now, still have not the multi thing is out. So that works. Let's see the mixer here. The mixer is very advanced. Whee! It's very huge amount of things going on. Still have it. Stereo. Oh, I might keep that one. Because there is also, what is very interesting, I tried to play around with it, the master effects. You can already choose how your drum sounds, depending what kind of. I was going through. I think I choose some of the not. I think the medium room. Yes, and now mixer. Hi-hat effect. These are the, what is that? So these are the levels. And I think these are, it's a bit confusing. So you have 32 outputs. Can you actually edit? Oh, you can go into this. Oh, interesting. Could say what 1, 2. Let's put those on 2. How is it called here? Snare. Got 16 outs. Sends, rooms. out 2 snares. Let's make them snare bus. Let's put them all on 2 or 3. 2 and 3 on this. Does it work? It does. Whee! Cheers, you made it. Turn everything on and play it. Sounds guitarish like a yes or Genesis. That's a classic bass sound. That's why let me like to play a rhythm guitar on the bass. Yeah. I know that Metallica's first bass player who loved the Rickenbacker. So let's see, and then toms. You would actually put all the toms on 4. Okay, let's see, 12, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then the hi-hat. We got cymbals and percussion. It is very complicated. Put the hi-hats on 5. And the right hat, let's put those on 5. Okay. This and these should be on the 6. No way. 6. Or you could actually cymbals on the. There's ride. Let's put ride on 6. 6. Ride well. Right, and then cymbals on 7. 7, and that is cymbals. Okay. Pretty crazy. Tom Dog. Reaper's cool.
Hi.
Hello.
Sounds like a reggae beat. Yeah, it's actually the point where I'm going, trying to make something reggae-ish. But you still can, but I choose this one here for the sound. And a bit of the master effects to get a roomy sound. And now I have to actually, let's see, can I actually change or save the mixer layer? I'm not sure. Settings. That's the global. Multi-sample generator, output MIDI filter, create. Save sound settings. I might adapt it. So we got the rides and cymbals. And these are then percussion on 8. Let's do those on 8. Okay. 8. That's better. You got a huge kit and still 32 outputs is still a limit. And these are actually bus. What is... You would send them here. These buses. Yeah, so bus is... could send these. Yeah, these are send. Because you got the overheads, these are here. It's a bit confusing though. The overheads and room, overheads 9 and 10. So let's put the 9. And you got one room, okay. 10. And this. And the sends 1 and 2. On 11 and 12. 11 and 12. Okay. Does actually there be a... I don't think there is any audio going out there. Ah. I got some... Yeah, kind of. Love spring reverbs. Biscuit light spring reverbs. Cabinet simulator fun. Yeah, the thing is, I showed it. Let's save it. Because, and that is when you got to a certain environment, like any kind of, and Melda is very advanced in this, because in the quick setup, you got the master effects that kind of predefined your sound, and you got all kind of stuff here, depending on what you even going crazy with. Some you got reverbs, rooms, plates. Changing the you got compressors and stuff, and as far as I understand these things, the master effects, it loads different Melda plugins into the mixer, and that's what makes it interesting. Like you got the turbo comp with probably specific presets, I think. But you might, I think you can change it. It's not predefined. Then you got the dynamic EQ. Okay. I see when I play it. The only downside is kind of looks like predefined setup, but you still can change it. Still talking about these. Da Vinci Girl is here.
Hi.
Hello.
Talking about amps and bass. So, okay. But you still can change the tone. But it's just equalizers and compressors. And you got on the, you got turbo comp saturation. Okay. But I don't see really any effects when I change my, here. There's a reverb on the bass. This one, okay. With a predefined, because I hear the bass changing, and you still could change it a bit. I can change it. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Change even the position here. Pretty cool. Someone used Synth V full license immediate Turia new one Synth thing. I have it. That's full license from the V collection. Why is Da Vinci asking about? But that is just on the drum. You could actually add more. Synth V AI vocal tool. No? Yeah, you mean the AI voice? No. DL is there. Where's DL? Didn't see you. Yes, Synth V is the Arturion. Synth V AI vocal tool. I actually never heard of that. Dream Tonics. Yeah, I once tried to get some to include that into OBS to just to try to change my voice, because but the problem is the option was you would have to pay for something, and it introduced a huge load of latency and said, yeah, no, my voice is my voice. I'm good. We're experimenting here. This world needs a hero is here. All the very known cross-lingual synthesis. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not so familiar with all these vocal things for AI, and I know that there's some like I heard that where you can make sound. You would sound like a Japanese anime girl doing J-pop. So here I can't change out 10. So this is predefined effect level, I think. Let's check something. I have to understand the I still need to, these are buses. And buses, you could send them here, like this. Because you got already the sends set up here. These. Send 1 and send 2. So it's choose these on 13. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 13, 14, 14, and 15, and 16 as buses, because that you can't change. So my multi-out is set up. No rules, no none. Recon! We're doing reggae here. We have to start a YouTube channel. I have invested thousands in equipment and software, mostly software. I can't claim any of it in tax until I make income with it. Yes, do create, make hardware jams or whatever, software jams. Let's go. I was kind of, when you imagine, I have my YouTube channel is actually as old as YouTube is, pretty much. But it only really got active when I was starting making music. I had like 30 subscribers that actually never looked at any of my videos. But when I got into the music stuff, I actually deleted the old videos. It would be a bit confusing. There was nothing interesting on there, so like I had posted like 3 or 4 videos before that. So one was a gaming video, one I made for when we had a photo tour somewhere. Nothing very interesting. And even some video made with cows. Very stupid. Yes, you can do lots. There's also what is AI? I do use AI for certain things, but not everything. So, and as I don't work with vocals, I could see me using AI to create like from a text, but still I don't really make something where you could put lyrics on. Someone made a remix of a track I made on YouTube, and he added vocals with AI. It sounded a bit cheesy. I don't know. Yeah, because the guy who actually he asked for it, he cannot make a remix. I knew that he will be using AI, but he did send me like 2 versions. Yeah, I wouldn't even ask. Give me the WAV file, and I'm making a new video. But yeah, it sounded artificial smartness, smart machines. Intelligence is maybe too much. Yeah, I still say AI is a total misleading name for all this, because for me, my opinion, AI is a self-aware artificial intelligence who is alive, who is self-aware, who is kind of, I would say, oh, yes, I'm the big boss now. That is, for me, that is AI. The rest it's just learning code. Is it intelligent? They call it intelligent because it's learning. There are people out there who are trying to learn something. They're still pretty much stupid. It's just data, collecting data and getting better. But intelligent, I don't know. Kind of, it's totally different with vocal sense. It's a bit like an advanced version of a vocoder. When actually, I don't know. Don't even know what model they use for these J-pop kind of thing. It's so cheesy. Yeah, people might like that, but I'm not really liking this. So, how do I understand these? Because, let's see. Because I don't understand these other outputs here. What are they controlling exactly? You got the effects, but it's not really, because I got a mixer here with the volume and the panning, okay? But what does this mixer actually do more than, let's see if I change the volume here. Does it change? No, it doesn't change the volume there. So it's kind of weird. They are muted though. It's a bit confusing. What's the difference between, so you got 16 outs, okay, and we know how I did set up these. I still have volume control on this, mute and solo, and the same on here. So it's, are they microphones? I need to watch a video about it. From my perspective, it's been long overdue. It's a series of events. Like the Jim Carrey, got to handle our business first. You could, what is already a good idea, maybe, if you have like a bit of hardware, maybe do some hardware jams for the Hardware Jams channel. So then you still can upload it to your own YouTube channel, make a video out of it, to make yourself a bit like kind of get yourself known. But right, just missing chat here. I just started posting videos just last week. I had a whole year watching videos on YouTube. Decided to just do it. Yeah, but this world needs a hero. It's like me when even before I was actually putting or making live streams. I first had to get equipment. I had no camera. I had no lights. I didn't have a microphone, yes, but I was still missing stuff to make an actually good live stream. So I had to get that, okay? And then I had to, okay, what I am actually going to stream. I had some ideas, but nothing really laid down. And it slowly evolved. I didn't want to make, I already explained that, didn't want to make tutorials or scripted videos or like the standard 15 minutes how to use this plugin or whatever. Could make snake oil videos or whatever, or ranting videos, but I can't do that live. And for me, that's more interesting than just putting out the video, but depends on, I don't know, for example, we got people like Grace Griffin who does play live, even with a friend. I hope it's fun. I don't know. But she also posts premieres. I'm not sure if she's really doing live streams, because she's also part of the Hardware Jam team, or like Panda, Andy, and there's far more. The Hardware Jam, even though the channel is not that famous, the people sending in and doing jams is quite vast. And I found the twins over to, I didn't know about Symptoms of Reality, totally. I don't even know where I found, I think Milo found me. Not fond of live synths. Yeah, maybe you have to, what do you want to do? Because, yeah, me making tutorials would be prefer DJ. I had the idea of making DJ at first, but then I decided not to. Would be maybe less entertaining me DJing. I don't know. I'm less entertaining than when Panda makes his DJ stuff. He wiggles around and stuff. That's his Panda man. Or even like many other DJs. But yeah. Did that, done that. Some people are, yeah, it's like James Dyson when you look at it, what he does. It's live jamming. Well, yes, he can. I couldn't do that because I can't really play. Yeah, I would play around and fiddle and would not really sound like much. That's why I chose the kind of, I would compare myself to making things like Projector, Alchemy, or maybe even like some of the streams that like Ben Jordan did, or Cameron, Venus Theory, and many others who do like Dash Glitch, doing production videos, live streams. I know that Dash stopped making live streams for whatever reason, I don't know. But he still makes his premieres on Friday. He might be a bit busy. But yeah, even live streams, even though I mostly come unprepared and not really have any clue what I'm doing, I make the live stream to babble and chat with you all. Might give tips and tricks, and also find out how things work with you, kind of thing. Because I could, if I wouldn't live stream, but I know me. That's the problem. I invest a lot of money in his whole equipment, quite a lot of money, like we all. and suddenly, yeah, I might not have the mood to actually do something. I can't see myself like when I get home from work and let's check the computer, let's make a track. That's not me. Totally not me. Before I actually really digged into more live streaming, I had all these, I kept on buying plugins. Didn't really, I was watching a lot of videos on how certain things work and still not doing anything. And I was trying to kind of force myself, let's actually do things with the things you buy and not just, I'm a great inspiration. Ooh, I'm getting blushed here. I don't consider myself a musician. I would consider myself maybe an entertainment kind of thing and making things like in my radio days, talking about all kind of crazy stuff I heard about. Because even in my radio days, I was babbling a lot. I don't know why I had a boss who hated that. Me babbling too much. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was alone all my life. No brothers and sisters. No one actually listening to me. So I might. I'm still kind of. I wouldn't call myself introvert, but in reality, it takes me a while to actually, if I met someone that I don't know, I don't babble that much. It takes a while. And if I don't like you, I don't babble at all. I'm totally ignoring you. If DL found a used Pioneer digital control, not a DJ, would you buy it? 500 is, if it's one of the biggest, well, I don't know, 500 is a lot of money for a controller, especially used. I don't know. I know there's a different price range. I almost bought one. Almost. The downside is that most controllers have an audio interface built in, especially if you really DJing. It's like a mixer, okay? And I only wanted a controller without one, and those are either very cheap ones, and kind of why I did. You know what? I don't really listen to that much kind of music. Then mixing would cost me too much time, and anyway, it's a bit important to do things together with someone that have the same equipment. At least allow you to upload videos on YouTube. Some people like to collaborate. And I'm trying to collaborate with Mr. Biscuit here. Biscuit! Where's Biscuit? My collaborator. I call Biscuit my mixing engineer. I have to watch a video on why includes, okay, I can solo and stuff, mute, why put these outs? This I don't really get it. Because so that's the level for the rooms. kind of pitch. You can change stuff, ratio, panning, and I can't even change. That is to change the sound. Okay, that's to play the sound. That's a good question. I actually did send. I made a, but it's a bit quirky. I used the Google Drive, but I don't really know the best way to. Google Drive would be an option, but you have to share the link and then having access. Once you get the link, it should work. But now collaborating, putting like different, sending each other. So, you have a personality that people like, want to help. Have a personality that people want to compete with and talk shit. How do you want to work with? That's. I actually WeTransfer. Mario says WeTransfer. Dropbox might be an option for under 2 gigabytes. Yeah, with WAV files, even stems, still gets even a big song still doesn't take 2 gigabytes. WeTransfer. I actually never used that. I had a friend of mine who did send me stuff on when he's pirating CDs and sending me the MP3 stuff. Yeah, we might check into the WeTransfer. Working pretty well. Yeah, well, I'd have to check into that, how the WeTransfer actually works. Because the thing is Google Drive, and even because I have the from Microsoft, but sharing, because someone asked me to make voiceovers for a gaming animation video they did. And they asked me, they gave me a text, and you just try different voices and stuff. And I did send the audio through Google Drive, I think. But they just needed the WAV files. There was no real collaboration. Once they got what they needed, they put it in there, mixing and doing the mixing, probably with a video editor and different things. I don't know what they actually use. I think they used Resolve for it. Digital ACV sounds like a better than Fossicon. I mean the original, the hardware unit TB03, yeah. Can get Behringer modded 303s, so Acid V is nice, yes. I like Acid V and Fossicon, but yeah, I still need to find out why you got different volume controls between this. This might control the sound. Okay, let's see. I don't get it why they're using this kind of setup. Yes, there is the reverb on, but it's still separated. Kind of weird. Because that's a without play. Because at first I thought this is for the effects, but it's global. They're pretty advanced. Done.
Hi.
Hello.
So in the 80s, an interview with a live band in the studio, kind of awesome. Some insert and some send returns. Yeah, but still, I got the mixer here for those levels. The question is, because you got these, they got 1, 2, 3, like 4 of them. So that is COH room. These are the cents. You got 2 cents, okay. That's the pitch. And that is CH room. These are these. Okay, we got cents, overheads, and room mics. I'm trying to think as a sound engineer, but it's not that easy. I need to just a small break, and I'm leaving. Don, I'm leaving you with all the other crazy people except me. DL is asking you, addictive drums suggestion work out. I do like it. But I was showing like someone yesterday. Okay. I think it was Uncle Chrome. I need drums. I got like how many drums? One drums, not from kick generators to all kind of realistic drums, jazzy drums, drum machines, all kinds of stuff. Good time, yeah. So I do like the addictive drums because I had the choice: get the addictive drums or the groove thing from Steinberg, and I chose addictive drums because it was on sale. Didn't want to wait for the groove agent from Steinberg to go on sale ever, because it was the same price. But yeah, could get the addictive drums for half price plus a few kits, and yeah. So that one was actually what I miss is a more advanced editor in it. But I think if I would really need, I just need sometimes if I need advanced drum setups, I would choose easy drums anyway. So, but this one is actually already very sophisticated, almost too sophisticated for me. I like having some rhythm sometimes, but as I don't do rock and pop and these kind of things, almost all my drums that I have is almost overkill. But that's me buying all kinds of things, adding to my collection. I'm a collector. I can't help it. I just can't help it. No, I hate that fucking weather. Last week we got like 28 degrees in here, and now it's 21 again. So yeah, I would consider myself a collector instead of sometime. Here we've been enjoying this track. And biscuits are different mics. That's a good question. We could actually use the integrated help system that doesn't actually work. No, there is no. It could read the manual, but Melda's manual are no sniffles. Yeah, this week it's back into damn cold air. So the sun still comes out, but yeah, got cold again. Our tiger was yeah, because we are just looking to send in stems. So because we're not jamming live, and Biscuit is our sound engineer. Got a bit, almost too cold. Let's see. Because this help system doesn't help at all. And even when you look at I must say, no matter how far advanced Melder plugins are, the manuals are absolutely not worth a dime. Because most of it is basically the same thing. Sometimes you get help on certain elements like here, but like here, there is no help system at all. Well, there's mixer tab. Music close microphones on normal channel useful to listen to sends, overheads, and loop, global effects. All effects used in M drummer in any of the drums special. These are here. Okay. Sends post, which makes the send level be affected by the drum output gain and volume. Mixer scroller. That's pretty much it. There's no real description on what these actually are. And I have a playlist from Melder about the M drummer. I only watched like 2 or 3 videos. I have to print out manuals to read them. Yeah, but the downside is the Melder manuals really could be better. I had an iPad. Yeah, I do have the reader from Amazon. It's the only pad I actually have. It can read PDF, but mostly I read it on my PC. But sometimes I like manuals if they're actually good, but reading through them, I mostly rely on videos. Even rewatching them a few times to comprehend what's going on. But yeah, because there are many manuals of totally crap. So I had some manuals when I downloaded it, it's like 2 pages. And I said, wow. And even for some of the Melder plugins, when you look to find actually a manual, you open it and it's just a description of the basic functions, and that's pretty much it. Yes, they do have 116 plugins, but advanced. Well, just checking. I should have a version. That's the track templates. Let's go into my drive here. Manuals, plugins, Melder production. I have drum level. I don't even have downloaded them all. Sound Factory I have. If you look on a web browser, plugin toolbar, it's not very big actually. There's not much. To the sites, downloads, plugin manager, tutorials, guides, drummer. There are some. Yeah, these are the same as on YouTube. So there isn't really documentation. Let's see if I find drummer. CD, distortion, drum enhancer, drum replacement, drummer, drummer PDF. When you imagine how advanced it actually is, the manual is like 26 pages. It's very basic manual. Oh, I don't know. Cheers, Biscuit. Biscuit goes shopping. So yeah, I will watch the videos from the playlist because yeah, the manual isn't really. There isn't even data mixing. Mixing and affecting in drummer. Can get the final mix directly. First, it comes with a fully featured mixer on the mixer tab. Okay. Control volume, panoramas, pitch, send level effects. All drums send special channel output channels. Special channel overhead and rooms. Have been added to simulate the classic workflow used for acoustic drums, in a normal recording. Well, that's the thing is, they say in the manual here, the mixer is pretty self-explanatory and contains all the classic features plus something more. Each channel contains an effect pipeline in which you can put many effects. And that is this. It's a bit like the effects on Reaper, where you can add some effects on your own. More advanced feature on a quick setup before you go to abnormal networks. Some detail levels. Yeah, that's it. One page about the mixer. So, yeah, no matter how far and good the Melder plugins are, the manuals ain't it. Documentation is overrated, never use it. Yeah, but cheers, Da Vinci. It's a customer special now. What a shame this. Oh my dear. But the Kanzler has nothing to say anyway. Manuals. I think there was a time when manuals actually mattered, but I don't get why it's back on mute again. I play. Because what I don't get is you got some effects on the sound, and you still get effects on the buses and in here. But in here, there's only one reverb on the bass drum. So the mixer is, even though they say it's self-explanatory, you might need to be sound engineer to actually understand what is what, because paste and randomize all, that's kind of weird commands, even if I select the reverb. Okay, that's could ask, for example, delay, and then we have a delay on the drum. Oh, I deleted. Okay, just delete. Okay, that's working. That's why my logo is don't read. Yeah, sometimes you have to just play around with it. That's why I kind of going, because I had the discussion with Viral Beats, going to try to get back into the more technical stuff and babble more and finding out how to use certain, because yes, the Melda plugins are so advanced sometimes that you get lost in all the options, like match, modify. I don't even know what this is. I know that you can apparently do different setups and switching, like, okay, let's do a rhythm with the A, and I think you can copy this setup and doing, it's a bit like macro buttons. And I'm missing here toolbar, because there is no, like in the other plugins, there is no volume thing. They were just to have fun. That's all that matters to me. You still have to read the manual. There you go. Like this.
Did you get it? No? Then read the fucking manual.
Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't at all. But you still have to really know what you're kind of doing. So, but it's, even though they say self-explanatory, you could, I can hide them, okay, and like this, and just use the volume here. But the thing is, I have, like on certain channels here, additional effects, and not just on the sound. You could add more on the sound to change the sound, probably. I don't know. Maybe. Feel like I don't know, bit fun. I do hear it, but now the question is, what would be, yeah, you can get, maybe the thing is you can get more creative, maybe changing the sound. Like, for example, okay, I want to have a bit crusher on the kick, okay, and as the kick is going to my out channels here with the reverb. Let's add, I don't know, like a flanger, for example. Kind of thing. So multiple ways to shape your sound. And yeah, it's kind of sound design-ish idea. Because now it really sounds totally different. Huh? Interesting idea. If I get rid of the Alt delete works too. Haha. That's good to know. Haha. I already found out how this works with the song structure. What I don't like is how to make it smaller. There, plus, okay. Okay, if I would add more like here, let's do beats. It's still, okay. Can construct a song like that. Yeah, if I solo it, it doesn't work. It kind of, the solo and mute is a bit, the mute works per channel, and solo, it activates the mutes on the other channels. It works different than like a DAW, for example. Another thing that because I was asking myself why I suddenly had the mute, and the funny thing is, it still doesn't mute these or these, except if you do it on the it might. Let's see. No, that's separately. Because I thought it would actually activate on these 4 outs, but that's not the case. Because when I hit solo here, it mutes all 16 channels. So still different. Interesting. Interesting. And I found out how to change, for example, like I had this break, I changed the beat. That I found out. Whee! Sometimes I'm smart. I just found out Splice acquired Tigreal, you late. I'd seen the when was it, When was it? I've seen it. Do follow a lot pages like Music Radar and all these music sites and stuff on Facebook. So I always get the news, and I seen the posts at work. Oh, okay, but always a day late, $1 short. Yeah, me too. I was saying I only used Splice for the Bitwig rent to own. And since then, I uninstalled their application because I don't know what happened. At least on my system, it's so laggy that I stopped using the application from Splice. It's terribly bad in my system. I don't know why. Because I actually reinstalled it to maybe grab the rent to own on the Serum, but then decided when I was seeing that it was so laggy, and I said, you know what, nah, keep your rent to own, your samples or whatever. I'm sticking with a system that actually works far better, like Loop Cloud and my plugin boutique. I won't be using any rent to own from Splice again, because I had the idea to get even the rent to own for the Cubase. But on the other hand, I made a mistake to actually choose the rent to own with Bitwig. I could have just waited on a Black Friday sale to get it far cheaper than I actually paid for it. So now Splice, Spitfire, that's a company I have no interest in ever using again. And Spitfire, I actually liked the lab stuff, quite interesting instruments, but when they changed to kind of, you get some free stuff, but the rest is, subscription and stuff like that, I was already kind of, why are they actually trying to do that, to get a bit more money? I didn't like that move, and I'm not interested in orchestral stuff anyway, so no matter what. I mean, there was apparently someone made a video, there was an interview from the CEO from Spitfire, why they actually did it, and apparently there's some rumors around with AI and samples and but it's company decisions, and we got the option to choose, do we use it or we don't. And I choose not to, because Spitfire, I had some other reasons to not use their stuff. And first of all, got the BBC orchestra for free, but that's pretty much it. The rest, either pay like $200, $300, $400 for some orchestral library I would never use. So, let's see what's actually. There might be some changes happening that people won't be liking at all. And maybe it's a bad move, but they said, yes, Spitfire is still their own branch, their own, I wouldn't say company, but it's like Native Instruments just had issues with Spitfire stuff. Yeah, it's like that plugin Viral Beats board that was, collaboration between Akai in Music and Native Instruments, and that didn't really quite work out well. So I don't know. It's a bit difficult sometimes to choose which company. The problem is we don't know what's actually happening behind the scenes with all this. Sometimes you grab some news or scandal or whatever. You hear it on social media or a news page, or this one got acquired, and most of the time we don't even know what's really happening. Like what Native Instruments At some point, they decided a logo change and a name change, and people didn't really like it, and they backtracked again. And it's very confusing for the consumer. And sometimes you get to a point where I choose not to buy anything from your company anymore because it's unreliable. I had known someone who actually used a lot of Contact and Native Instrument stuff. He paid a lot of money for that, and recently had an issue with battery, something not working. He had an issue with Contact, that something was not working as it should be, and the support wasn't really helping either. So yeah, sometimes the problem is when you have invested a lot of money into something and then suddenly there's a big change coming. You say, now I invested so much money, and that's the reason why it backfired with Waves. Wave exists since 1993 or 4, was one of the first big companies selling a huge load of plugins. And yeah, professionals and amateurs investing back then, they would cost a fortune into their plugins. And suddenly at one day decide, oh, today everything we do is subscription based. Believe it or not, all these companies just keep changing. Yeah, and that's what's for the consumer is very disappointing, because even not just audio and whatever. I worked in for 13 years. I worked in the, wouldn't say auto industry, but I worked at a place we did car repairs. We sold cars, and when I was starting, we had Chrysler, Jeep, and Mazda. And they had Mazda for like 30 years, and they added Chrysler, Jeep. That didn't really work out well either, because Chrysler, Jeep is pretty crappy brand. And at some point they dropped Chrysler, Jeep, they kept Mazda, and then they took over Suzuki and Honda to selling cars and repairing. And at some point they even decided, we could add Volvo. Bad choice, because selling Volvo is very expensive cars, and it's not a brand that you make a fortune out of it. So that was a bad move. And cars. And at some point, Mazda was, the big company was taking over. They had made a deal with Ford, and suddenly, the car was still Mazda, but the inside, the engine was Ford. And the cars weren't as good as before. And why I actually did not choose to buy a Mazda when they changed to, they made a collaboration with Ford. The cars were pretty bad, and they kind of, it backfired because people weren't really buying their cars anymore. And when I decided, I really like to buy a new car, which one? I checked, I like Asian cars because they're reliable, most of them. And actually, don't choose Chinese, but you could choose Korean. And when you got Korean, you got Kia and Hyundai. Was checking, interesting, nice cars, but I'm missing something. It's and then I had a discussion at work with someone and said, I would Mazda, okay, but yeah, because of Ford. And he said, no, they actually changed because Mazda is now collaborating with Toyota. And I said, I didn't know about that. So, yeah, and then I decided to get a Mazda again. But I did drive it before actually deciding. Gaming, movies, DRM, pull, because it's everything is it's like the streaming services. But this morning I had to put a comment. There was I've seen a video about about Ticketmaster and the whole range of concert venues and ticket sales. And back in the day, someone decided, we could leave it to one company to take over the internet sales and digital sales and all that. And they got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now they deciding what's going on. And the video was about, they got a monopoly. And I was commenting, I wrote a comment on underneath the video and said, you don't even have a right to now suddenly go ranting about what Ticketmaster is doing to the business. You let them. It's greed and capitalism, pure and simple. You could have said, we could, multiple companies or even locally selling tickets like before. No, you wanted to make the easy way, and someone is, there's a lot of money to make. Screw you. I'm going to grab everything. Or you want to have a small venue. Or you want to sell tickets. Or you could make a contract with us. We're going to screw you over, and you're going to get nothing. Sorry, but too late. And it's with everything. It's even movie business. You got, sometimes you watch a movie and you see like Metro Goldwyn Mayer. And underneath, it's an Amazon company. Money, greed. It's everyone buying everything just to make money. It's just that. It's business. Pure capitalism. And they don't care about the users. There's still money to make, but there's still people buying it. There's still people using it. Or you need it, buy it. It's big food industry, pharma industry, everything. It's money. It's even sometimes you make a good deal on a plugin or an instrument. I made a good deal. But then you have to ask you, how much did they actually pay to build that or program it? Is it really a good deal, or are they actually screwing me over? Like the example I did with SSL. They make a plugin, looks interesting, works fine. $300. Okay. And suddenly, we got a weekend deal. You can get it for $30. And then you ask yourself, why does it cost normally $300 when you're selling it at $30? Is it really worth $300? Huh? So, it's like that bundle plugin boutique sells. The bundle costs the normal price $1,100, and they're selling it at $80. For you, it's a good deal. Could grab it. And then you have the plugins. They still don't do much. Nothing special. You have it in your collection. Okay. you made a good deal. But the question is, did SSL actually lose money? I don't know. Maybe they sold so many of them to the professional market at the full price that they don't care. Yeah, funny because money isn't. Yeah, it's nothing. Money isn't even these days. Nothing tangible. It's not something. Oh, who has? I never had cash in my pocket. Everything is cards and credits, and I don't even have cash. Money is ones and zeros, somewhere around. Huh. So going subscription so they can, yeah, and subscription is a good cash flow. But you have to keep in mind that depending on your business plan, if you know you're gonna sell a lot of your stuff, then you can say, okay, well, subscription might be a bad idea. We still sell enough to make the company going. The problem is, like, would say, I don't know the inside numbers, but Bitwig doesn't sell a huge load of doors all the time. You still have your developers and your offices to run. That costs money. So if you don't sell enough of it, you might say, let's make a 1-year upgrade plan where people have to buy that and some people actually buy it. And it's a surplus of cash flow. And subscription, even if some people don't like it, you have to always check the company's point of view because, they have developers, they have offices, they have promotion, and it all costs money. It's not just one guy sitting in a basement programming stuff. It costs money. Those people need, they got a job, they have to get paid. And I know that I've seen a documentation, it was quite interesting, about, it was quite a scandal. They made, it's not very far from me in Germany here, someone rented an old bunker and they put servers in there to host mostly sites a bit shady, like all kinds of things like porn, pirates, pirated software, forums, and I have all the money. Yes, of course. It's all on my Swiss bank account and on my my account at the Cayman Islands. So and then at the beginning, there's nothing really. It was a business plan. The guy was smart. Yeah, he was hosting mostly dark web stuff. But he didn't care what these people are actually selling. But the government did. You got, there's some sites selling all kinds of illegal stuff like weapons and drugs and pharmaceuticals and whatever. It's nothing very illegal, and then they tried to stop it. And the guy who was actually wouldn't say master, but he was the technician, the nerd behind it. He had, in the documentary, his opinion was everything should be freely available for everybody. But from information to whatever, everything is for everybody. That was a thing, yeah. It was, he had very radical views on the world, and yeah, it doesn't always work like that. So yeah, they tried to catch him, and they actually did, and yeah, suddenly he wasn't as free as before. So, yeah, but that's another. The guy who had the idea, he made a lot of money, and even the guys working for him didn't really make. He was paying them a very small amount. He was actually grabbing most of the money for himself. So they got screwed over. So it's a gangster screwing gangsters kind of thing. It's like the banking system, or it's. I think just look at basic human history. You might get it. It's humans. Greedy humans are the worst, and some of them might do stuff. And you say, how can you do that? Because I can, right? I want money. I want more of it. This is mine. This is, and yeah, we can rant about subscription or not owning anything. You could just live on a small island and be free, but you still need food. So yeah, still have to know where to get food and water and shelter. And yeah, and these days, might not be that easy because even there are people who choose to live outside the grid, but is that an easy life? Would you choose it? I wouldn't. I like my nice cozy apartment. I like having my PC making stuff, and I wouldn't imagine me sitting in a forest and when I'm hungry have to go hunting like thousands of years ago. Ooga ooga. I like to go to the supermarket and buy stuff. Can we go back? Maybe at some day it will happen radically that we really don't have a choice anymore. So who knows? I think it's time for a break. I need to have a strange. I need something to scroll about there. And I close my PDF. It's not worth it. And Tiger is selling body parts here. Tiger, it might be a good, a good business plan. Some people think, man, I'm eating. I'm hungry. Oh. Nom, nom. So that was a song. Now I actually know how it works, but that's a question now. How to maybe use the rhythm tool to make it more interesting. If I choose a beat, but then take it elsewhere and changing that beat to a different one, but delete and just use this part. Okay. Okay. How does that work? If I have my looping on, it's not working. So that doesn't work. So what I've put in here. The only downside is that you have no clue. 15. So these are the bars. I really have to copy and I paste. All right, yeah. Then I have to get rid of that. Oops, that didn't work. No. So that's this beat. Okay. I have to go back and forth. Let's use just tambourine. Maybe going a bit lower here. Then maybe add a long break and choose a different break, like this one. Time to construct something. Then afterwards, got a song and just duplicate it. That should work. Huh. If I have my loop on again, doesn't work. Oops! Kind of makes a change from me doing it actually works. Still I have to figure out how to implement verse, and could either use these blocks or like verses and stuff. Save. I can do save strong structure. Interesting. Because we know that Melder plugins don't come with a lot of presets. Interesting. Take a one me. How long is it? No. I still got the feeling that then that might not be such a good idea, except if you're using a second drum. That might not be such a good idea. to drag the MIDI out. And just to make the song structure, and then record the output. That would be actually a better thing. And this one. And then we need to edit to like, I'm double clicking, select them. I could actually change the velocity on the shakers. That I can do. Maybe add another tom here. They're less big. The only downside is it's a bit could actually change the probability a bit. Could use the variation, but not this. I don't like that. You could add a second bar. Interesting. It is pretty advanced, no matter what. That is kind of what I'm missing in addictive drums. That the editing inside the plugin of the MIDI sequences. I'm quite missing them. No. I made some dirty shit. They're all gone quiet here. Now that I know how it works, I can build stuff with that. Well, imagine that I have it for like 2 years, almost 2 years, because I still have to 1 year to pay on the Melda stuff. And but I also wanted to load, where's my, actually just to check, the new, I think it's this one, new, yeah, articulate. What does it do? How does it look? It's a mixing thing. It's they said it's a transient thing to control transient stuff. So that is interesting, especially for the price I paid for it, $17. That is a good deal. But I also wanted to check something. I installed an update on, I'm not sure if they actually did, what did they change? No, leave it. They didn't change the UI or something. But, yeah. Definitely not. It's still ugly. It's still ugly. And it's still loading. Huge load of time to actually load it. Terrible loading time. Why I don't like using any, even the M drummer is far better. The UI is terrible. Got an integrated shop. Okay. Well, that's and still loading. Stereo out. It's still loading. It's terribly slow. Terribly slow. I don't even have a sound yet. Invert. That's channel mixer. I don't know if they actually really had a big success with their plugin. The UI doesn't reflect the pricing, but apparently because since they yet another company who was taken over by a bigger one. Let me just check. I think because last time I checked, they had been doing a huge load of sales for quite a while. And I think the pricing did go up because they have a new set, the Klangmacht drums. I see, $99. The new set. There is even a contact version, I see. Yugi-tone drums. Yeah, the presets, there's no sale anymore. Varies from 29 to 59. But yeah, it's metal stuff. But I don't like the UI. Totally. Still loading. Terrible. Ah, there it is. I don't hear any. Terrible. Terrible slow. Oh my goodness. Just to load those damn samples. I don't know. Terrible. Terrible. Way too slow. I don't think I would just paid $10 for that. But I might just get rid of it. Because it's unusable. Sounds okay. It sounds okay, but it's terribly slow. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Can't say I do like it. No. Might just uninstall it because I don't like it. And I think it's time to wrap it up. And I might just get rid of, actually delete the my track template because I won't be using it anyway. Where's my Yuga tone? Yeah, it's the last time I'm actually using anything of it. Hope you're not falling asleep. Hope you're all still there, around there somewhere, lurking with the hunk monster. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I will try to do something with these drums. And I'm going to uninstall Yugatone to get a bit of space on my hard drive. Even though it's not much. It's kind of, I don't know, unusable. Not really worth investing. Except if you're really a metal guy, I don't know. Now, as I know how the M drummer works and all the other stuff I have, I think, yeah, I'm pretty much fed up with all kind of, especially on drums. I'm good for a while. Thanks for watching and stopping by. And tomorrow, let's see what I'm doing. Nothing planned yet. On Thursday, I will be doing. See if I will be, because I have to stay a bit longer to, let's check. Let's see. Sometimes I do like spontaneous. Let's see. So enjoy the rest, day, evening, night, wherever you are around the world. And I'm going to take a little break and then watch, see what's on YouTube or maybe watch some, I don't know. So see you around. Where's my...
Bye.
Bye.